Hello everyone, Lau here. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to probably the follow-up video of, well, the last video that's up on my channel. In this video I went toy hunting, but if you're around for a little bit longer on my channel or know anything about me, then you know that I actually always go out to flea markets, thrifting. I want to find vintage toys. That's my main collection. I collect 80s and 90s toys that have this pastel, cute, girly aesthetic. A couple of boy toys as well, like boyish toys and Star Wars and stuff. But mostly everything that's like from my childhood. I rarely go out toy hunting in normal toy stores where you get new toys. But that's exactly what I did in the last video. So please watch that before this one, or not, depends. Do whatever you want. But in this video I want to show you all of these new toys that I got in detail, not really as like reviews really, but a little bit of the thought process why I'm actually kind of interested in those. What made me want them. I have taken them now all out of the packages, but I had two of the new Shadow High, Rainbow High dolls. You will just see the packages again, just from this perspective, not. One Barbie Extra, one Masters of the Universe Origins, and two Star Wars. So here's just the leftovers of the packages. And I actually want to start with the Barbie Extra. Here's her packaging again. I already showed you all of them in package in the last video, but just to remind you, like kind of window box blistery type. On the top here's her little pet. She's in a pose. Here we have a nice artwork. We've got, I don't know what this is supposed to be, stickers or something, little accessories, clutch, little kind of cutouts, very like, I don't know, asymmetric everything, and the back just shows her in full glory, but we can definitely see everything. Here is her line. Again, this was like wave whatsoever. She is number 19, so not to mix up with 15. It says 15 accessories, which I don't know how should you cut, how should you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, should you count that? But yeah, so you can also see her from the side if you want, from the top. I think it's actually nice packaging. I mean, a lot of plastic, yeah, but that's what it is. And here she is out of the package. No, she does not come with a stand. That's just, I just put her on it because I have a couple of Barbie stands still left, which is sad. I wish for this like kind of style of doll they would include a stand, and they don't. What instead they include is this funny pet and a couple of accessories. So let's like at first start with my thought process. Why did I want her? She is one of the newest to our Barbie Extra dolls. Like this whole Barbie Extra is kind of a line. They are of like, I think about 20 dolls now, including several more, but maybe 25 dolls. They have really like bold fashion choices. They are extra. They have lots of accessories. Sometimes you think, oh, the patterns don't go together. They are just very bold and extra, but they are a better quality, in my opinion, than other like playline Barbie dolls right now. They are playline. They are not meant really for collectors. Otherwise, they probably would include stands. But I think what Barbie is doing for the last years, this is the best they've done, and I kind of enjoy seeing them like in videos or in photos, whatever. And if you remember my last Barbie haul video, yeah, I already got this one, the Barbie Extra Fancy in pink. And I don't know, you cannot stand on one leg or whatever. When I saw her, I was like, yeah, she makes sense. I'm usually collecting 80s and 90s Barbies, but like the scale of Barbie is obviously still the same. They would fit in, and I think these, they go together so well. Both are pink. Pink's my favorite color. Pink is like the Barbie color in my opinion. They are doing lots of other stuff nowadays. Not every Barbie is pink, but it's nice to see a couple of pink Barbies again. And I don't know, they are kind of the complete opposites. And I just thought, like, I want her. She's very special, as all the extras in her fashion choices, but she looks more like a raver to me, like rave fashion, with these ginormous platform boots. I will show it to you a little bit more in detail. So she is more like very edgy street style, while she is very elegant, over the top glamorous. By the way, I did her hair, like I gave her like 2 twin tails to be able to see a little bit better her like the pink on her hair. And she also has pink in her hair, but like obviously she has dark hair and dark skin. She is a white girl with white blonde hair, so they are just complete opposites. In the way, like their fashion choices, and also just when you look at them. That's why I was like, I actually want that one. And I bought her. They are both available, like for example, I got them both online off of mytoys.de. And so, do I think they are like comparable to like Barbies from my generation? Yeah, in a way, a little bit, because these have nice fashion pieces. They're real material, they're good materials, interesting shoes, accessories, stuff like that. I mean, if you compare it to, like, I don't know, let's take Hollywood hair Barbie here, for example. Interesting shoes, couple of cool accessories, you know, cool earrings, long hair, so very long hair, nice fashion choices, although not really wearable. Also back then, that's nothing like, also this was not really worn in the 90s by normal people. So she has been bold in her fashion choices back then, and she still is. So I kind of, yeah, I think, and also if you remember these, the normal dolls in the 90s, still they had the like snap and bend legs. These have a little bit of a different articulation, but here we just had the superstar arm like this. But if you remember from the mid-90s, we also had this kind of articulation, oopsie, where way more movable, but still not like what we have nowadays with some other Barbies, you know, the complete made to move. But they had quite nice articulation already, and I think it's a little bit comparable to those. I think they have a little bit of a better like range of movement definitely here, my 90s girls. This is the what is she called? Working Out Christy, while they have a couple of more points of articulation, but are in a way less articulated. I don't know, like she can't do the splits at all, but still she has joints in her knees and in her elbows, an additional joint at the wrist. The head also is on a ball joint. That was already the case in the 90s. So I think, I don't know, they go well together. And like, why not, if I really like a doll, give her a chance. The only thing, like I can immediately say that I would have like done different in terms of her fashion choice. I would have not given her these ridiculous, you know, emoji thingies on the sweater. The sweater would work better if it would just be pink. It's actually a very cool fashion piece because it has a ginormous hood. It's a really nice material. It's a jersey. It has a super oversized fit, but cropped. Something that I would wear, like I would totally wear. Obviously the color as well. They could have just put like some stars on it. That would have been enough. This is one of her accessories, these cool raver glasses. But she has such an interesting face. Obviously it's a completely different face mold. But she's not cute. Like if you have a look at, you know, our Barbies from the 90s, they were kind of cute. She's not really cute in a way of her like face. It's pretty realistic. She has very small eyes, but it works. She has cool eye makeup. She has a little bit of baby hair, at least like printed there. She has a couple of very bold accessories, and I think apart from the print, everything goes together because we've got this green that comes up again in the green glasses. She's got obviously dark hair. Her hair quality is nice. It's probably a saran, I'm pretty sure. Box hair, it comes out of the box and I need to wash it obviously. Then she has 3 of these wrists or whatever, bangles more. Then one bangle that's a little bit shorter but with these spikes similar to her headband. And here another bigger one of this spiky bangle or whatever. The tartan skirt is, it's not really pleated, but it has this kind of look. It's glittery, but also has lots of different colors, but it's not plasticky. It's a nice fabric. I like it. And these shoes. Can you imagine like back then such shoes? I mean, these are like, I love platforms all the way. These are even over knee, like over the knee platform boots, pink. Or like imagine, this would be amazing if these would be colored in, like the buckles, but I mean, you cannot ask for everything. I think she's amazing. I really like her. Yeah, her panda, I don't know, they are a nice little gimmick. His guitar is also removable. I don't know, it's a cute little detail. They always come with one of these pets that kind of match their theme, and she looks like she would even attend, I don't know, a rock concert or would go to a rave, like a techno, whatever thingy. And her panda is kind of, I don't know, her music companion whatsoever. Also this alien thing kind of drew me. I don't know, it's so stupid, but it's like, her whole look reminds me, do you know the brand Cyberdog? I just know the shop in London, in Camden Town. I've been there and they have these like, you know, techno rave, super neon, and lots of like aliens and smileys and stuff like that. So it kind of goes with the vibe. So I kind of even think her like horrendous little emoji thingies make sense to me. So she's like a raver girl to me. And then she comes with these stickers, which is, I don't know, Barbie probably just tries to throw in something to make the 15 accessories full or whatever. But you know, children like stickers. Why not? And this is, as I said, not a collector line. It's meant to be played played by children, whatever. And I think these two, they are a very cute match. So yeah, the reasoning behind it is when I see something, a new toy, and I immediately think it's very cool, which I thought about her, and then also about her, that doesn't happen too often, like for me, then why not? And I'm also like, you know, interested in like toy history. So like, obviously, those are my favorite type of Barbies, but I'm also interested in older generations of Barbies, and every now and then in newer generations. So what does the brand do? How does it evolve? So I'm happy to have these two. Okay, let's keep it going with the two Star Wars figures. Here we've got the two Star Wars figures in the package or on the card. This is really like just a blister card, and very similar to the old Kenner version. So when in the 70s and 80s Kenner produced, you know, the vintage Star Wars, they came on a very similar card, and that's what it's also like supposed to be. So this is called the vintage collection, this is called the retro collection. So these are figures with more articulation, but still they look as if they would come on a old-fashioned blister card. Here you see the wave, one picture in the background. It says here the name, Death Watch Mandalorian. It says that it's not just Star Wars, it belongs to one of the Mandalorian seasons. And it shows the Kenner logo. Well, obviously it's not made by Kenner anymore. Kenner was bought by Hasbro, and nowadays just Hasbro is producing them. It's just for sentimental reasons. This is even a little bit different because this is meant to be like an old-fashioned vintage Star Wars figure with just 5 points of articulation. And also the card looks like, oh, it's an old card, you know, well, scuffed here, but obviously it's not, it's just new. Also shows the old Kenner logo, but shows the word retro collection. Bo-Katan cries. Also Mandalorian, they're actually from kind of the second season of Mandalorian, so they're kind of from the same. She does not show the pictures of her like the other characters in the wave. She just has them written here. And also just a normal blister. The plastic just is in here, the rest is cardboard. So I'm actually collecting Star Wars because I'm a huge Star Wars fan. So that's where it comes from. I love the movies, the TV shows, books, comics, whatsoever. And I'm not particularly just collecting vintage Star Wars. I particularly just decided to collect this small scale, so 3 3/4 inch, mainly because it's cheaper and it's easier to find, and it's the scale that also the original ones came in. So that's why I can pick up vintage Star Wars from like my era, like the prequels, the Clone Wars, up until today. And they will all look nice together. Although obviously the older ones, like let's have a little comparison here with the Boba Fett. They are simpler in their way of like, you know, articulation than the newer ones. But here we have already a good comparison because this is the like retro collection. So they gave this like new character, Bo-Katan. She was introduced in the Clone Wars, she was in Star Wars Rebels, and now she's in the Mandalorian. She is now made as if she would have been made back then in the 70s or 80s. She fits in really well because like she has just the head left to right, then the arms up and down, same as the legs. Also the way she's detailed, it compares. Like this is an old Boba Fett, this is an original one. So same way. A little bit more squeaky. Head left to right, and you know. Do I actually prefer this? No. But I thought it's interesting to pick her up in this way. So they are still doing these like kind of retro style figures, although they are characters, like new characters, for collectors who are like, I prefer this. And it's a nice thing. It's nicely done. I think her paint is a little bit, I don't know. It's not as nice here, but I can live with it. And she will go very well with some of these. So I can probably put them next to each other, and if someone doesn't know what's vintage and what not, they will think they could come from the same wave. This one here has, obviously, it's not retro collection, it's just vintage collection, meaning it comes on a kind of vintage back card. But it has more points of articulation. So it is more in line with, for example, put out all of my Mandalorians, this guy here. So, does he actually have a removable helmet? No, that's something that, for example, the Clone Wars figures, they had that. So I prefer still the Clone Wars figures are some of the best figures ever. So this is a Pre-Vizsla, well, this is it's just called Death Watch Mandalorian. But Pre-Vizsla is also from Death Watch, so they kind of go together, right? And I just like to have Mandalorians on my like shelf because I think it's just a very good look. I'm not particular fan of, you know, Mandalorian culture or something like that. By the way, he's missing his backpack thingy, his rocket. But these are more in line, like they have way more points of articulation. So the feet, you cannot really see it, but elbows, they're really stiff, I have to say, but yeah. And this one was also able to do all of that. This one is from 2008 or something like that, 2010, maybe 11, something like that. He came with this cool blaster and a little like gun that he can put in his holster. So very nice. Also comparable in a way a little bit to this Jango Fett here, for example. He's a prequel figure. But I think he came out a little bit after that. So basically what I want to tell you is like, these are more of the modern figures and I prefer that look over the vintage look. But I think it's great that they are doing like both. Do I have another one? Yeah, I have another Mandalorian. She is like an exception because she is really cheaply made. The cool thing is she has a removable helmet. Do I actually want to remove her helmet? Don't think so because her face is ugly, but it's actually Sabine Wren. No, it's not that ugly. She's from Star Wars Rebels, and although she's a newer figure and she's not done in the vintage style, she just has the 5 points of articulation, just like this, and then up and down. But removable helmet. So this look is to me better than this look, but they all go together because they are in the same scale. So what's actually the reasoning for me behind those new purchases? Well, it's actually clear. I already said it. I collect Star Wars figures from all eras of Star Wars. That includes modern ones, and sure, I prefer to find them at flea markets, but the newer, the less, you know, less chances you have to find them at the flea market. They are still pretty new. And here and there, I want to have them, so maybe I will never find this one at the flea market. And they were pretty inexpensive. I mean, they were reduced prices and both of them were around 10. So like, I think that's okay. So I can add new characters because I cannot just like buy vintage if I want to also have the new characters because they are new. They weren't out in the original trilogy, these characters. So I have to rely on new characters, and also, as I said, I prefer like articulation and look actually of the newer ones over the vintage or vintage style ones. But still, both of them to me, nice purchases. And with Star Wars, I'm anyways not like just the vintage guy or girl. Let's get next to the Masters of the Universe Origins Mosquitor. Here is the Masters of the Universe Origins Mosquitor. Very reminiscent of the old packaging of the vintage 80s Masters of the Universe figures, but as here we have kind of a deluxe figure with, you know, separate head and separate accessories, more than what it usually would come with. It's a bigger cardboard, but it's also on a blister. So this is just cardboard, and the plastic is just this thing here. There is the mini comic behind. And we also have artwork at the front, which usually it's just these, you know, big bursting red rocks. The packaging would just be smaller. Here we have also artwork at the front. I mean, the blister obviously is also about these, so it's one blister over here. The back shows a couple of other figures. Now we have simply to show you the main characters, He-Man, Skeletor, but also a couple of other deluxe figures, like the Buzz of Hordak, for example. It also shows one of the play sets or one of the vehicles, Castle Grayskull, Wind Raider, and we have another very cool artwork. And it even shows that you could swap the head. But it's actually very informative packaging. Lots of artwork, lots of information. And yeah, this is made by Mattel. The Star Wars figures were Hasbro. Barbie is obviously Mattel. So we've got a big variety here. So here he is. I love him. I was so happy that I found him just like randomly at my you know, bargain store called McGuides. They sometimes have the newer Polly Pockets and I picked them up. They also had, for example, Cave Club dolls and I picked them up. And now they had a couple of Masters of the Universe Origins, like 3 of the deluxe line, and Mosquitor needed to come with me. Let's actually start with the reasoning why I wanted this guy, because I have a couple of Masters of the Universe figures. I like this toy brand, this toy line. Actually, Mattel, early 80s to mid 80s, very classic, you know, He-Man, these bulky guys, you know, crazy muscles, but also crazy colors. They look like, I don't know, aliens, fantasy creatures, and all and everything together. And the whole history behind that brand is interesting. So when I find some like this Buzz-Off I found at a flea market, I get them. It's not my main collection or anything, obviously not. But I like them enough to spend a couple of euros for them when I get them at a flea market. I wouldn't pay prices like 50 or 100 per figure. That's not. I picked them up for around maybe 10 euro. That's already high. I think I picked them up for 8 or something like that. So why am I now interested in a newer one? So these Origins figures, they are meant to really represent the vintage look. So they look like the vintage ones, but they have a couple of, you know, modified details. So they have a different articulation. So while the old ones, I mean, the only thing you can really do with the legs is like make them a little bit move, but they don't have any like bends or something. Same with the arms, but you can move the head, and some of them have some play features. Here they have a ball jointed head. They have way more, you know, articulation in the arms, in the wrists, and in the knees, and obviously still also here, and even in the feet. So they can do more in terms of posing, and they have also a very interesting feature of they have, for example, swappable hats. So if you want, and the figure comes with a second hat, you can pop that one on. And for example, this hat, this is nothing that was ever done in the vintage line. This is something new, a new look for this character. So that's why this is more than just a reproduction to me, and that's still interesting. Comes also with a gun that looks almost the same as the vintage one. And this one still does have the cool, you know, feature of the blood running through him. I don't know, I love this. Why am I not getting the vintage one if this is like such a cool thing? Well, this figure actually is one of the more expensive ones, and I'm not paying 50 to 100 euro for this one. Well, the gun is even more expensive. So I will never have the original one of this. So I'm super happy to have him on my shelf in, you know, the new like iteration, you could say. But he fits in very well with the vintage ones. So as this is like a deluxe version, like the normal ones don't come with an exchangeable head, it also has another fist, so you can also, and I'm not the best with this, but trust me, you can exchange the hand from a grip, so like more a fist, to an open one, so you could put something else in there. And it has, for example, this accessory. It's like, put it on him because, you know, he's a blood-sucking guy, and you could play with, you know, this one is getting sucked up here. All of the blood is drained. Oh my goodness. You could either play it or just display it, use it as a photography thing. This is also nothing that the vintage one had. But like the main thing for me is like, I will never have this one in the vintage because it's just too expensive. I will probably not just stumble upon the vintage one at the flea market or whatever. I mean, I could maybe, I don't know, but I don't think so. And also, kind of, in general, this is one of the figures that I think the look and the feature and everything is just crazy cool. And also it's the favorite figure of one of my favorite YouTubers. So it's Pixel Dan's favorite Masters of the Universe character, and I kind of got influenced by him, like, not gonna lie. I mean, this feature with the blood, it's just so funny. By the way, this is also a Masters of the Universe, actually Sunman, another line, but yeah. Origins, also a new one, and you could even, I don't know, exchange the head from this one too. Whoops. If you would like, you can do crazy things like these. Ta-da! And also you can pop up the legs, part of the arms, and even you can do it with the whole torso and can exchange parts. So it's a really fun line, and it's in line with vintage. I like it. Not for a lot of the figures. I would always prefer to have the original one, but with this, if I'm not even, like, I'm pretty sure I won't be able to have, oh no, that's the other hat. I want this hat. I won't be able to have the original one anytime soon, probably never. So I'm happy to have this one. Oh, and I almost forgot, it also comes like with a vintage, like the vintage ones, with a little mini comic where this character is introduced. So, okay, so let's get to the Rainbow High, Shadow High dolls. So here we have one of the Rainbow High, Shadow High boxes. They look a little bit different than what like the other boxes of Rainbow High and Shadow High looked before. I mean, a lot of boxes always look a little bit different. These have kind of an not iridescent, but like a little bit iridescent, like artwork at directly at the window here. It's a huge window box. You cannot see her from the side, so it's closed at the sides, but you could, if you want, see her from the top. So there's another window. She is like posed a little bit in there. All of her accessories are on the right, and behind her you can see there's, I think it's the same artwork that we have also here, just a line artwork. It's a really classy box. It still shows, you know, the rainbow colors, because it belongs obviously to Rainbow High. Her name is here. So just a little slogan, let your true colors shine. It actually does not say Rainbow High anywhere, I think. It just shows the name Shadow High, but it belongs obviously into the Rainbow High line. Here are two of the characters from this wave. So this box does not show you all of the characters in that wave, just two, and not a picture, not a photo, but just a artwork. Honestly, the heads look horrendously big. Otherwise, it's very cute artwork. Both of them very matchy with their puffy big jackets, and yeah, I'm excited to unbox her. Obviously, the other doll not a lot different. The box is the same way. She's from the same wave of Shadow High, so the second Shadow High wave. The doll is clearly, like, you can see her very well. Nothing is like hidden by anything. You can see down to her shoes. You can see her hairstyle from the top. Artwork at the front. Same artwork in the back, line art, so to say. And her accessories are on the right. It's kind of cardboard here, but then obviously goes into plastic. And it's a very plasticky cardboard, so I'm not sure if this would be, if this is like any good for environment, but for the environment, probably not. At the back, it shows these two, so at least with these, we can see 4 of the 6. I think it's 6 characters from that wave. Again, horrendously big heads, but very nice and colorful. Still has the rainbowy shine to it, but it's like a wonderful box. I'm excited for both of them. And wow! Wow, I think I wanna, yeah, great, but I think I wanna put the other ones, the other stuff away, so we have just a place for those here. I mean, yeah, it took a while to take them out of the packaging. How many freaking like little ties and plastic nibbles and whatever. I almost cut the hair of this one here because I was not, oh my goodness, but they are such good quality. Yeah, I prefer still, you know, Barbies from my era. And I'm not a doll fan in general. If I could choose, I would always choose a pony. Do something like this again. But these are amazing. Why did I want them when I actually not really collect those? Well, it's a little bit similar to, you know, the Barbie Extra, where I was like, I just saw promo pictures that this like second wave of the Shadow High line was released. And immediately I was like, green skin, purple skin. Wow, I want to have them. And yeah, I have picked up a Rainbow High doll at the flea market. She didn't come with her original outfit. I kind of ruined her hair a little bit, so like, whatever. I actually like to have like 1 or 2 examples of each, not of each, but of some of the toy lines. So I also have like, for example, 1 Mycene, or I have 1 Monster High, or something like that. Whenever this one really tickles my fancy. By the way, these are like now from a different toy company, because we had Barbie, Mattel, we had Masters of the Universe, Mattel, we had Star Wars, Hasbro. Here we have MGA. To maybe remind you, MGA is right now actually kind of doing a lot of the good doll lines. They are also doing the LOL, surprise, LOL, OMG, LOL, fierce, LOL, blah, blah, the LOL dolls. But they have like started, I don't know if they started, but that was like their big thing in the early 2000s. They made Bratz. They had, I don't know, in between also other stuff like Novi Stars, for example, which we will get to because she has something to do with that. They also made Nom Noms and I don't know, other stuff. Also, for example, you know, stuff that I also have from nowadays is like the Poopsie, Slime Surprise. These are the cutie unicorns, or similar stuff, you know, the bigger unicorns, the little cutie tooties, etc. So this is the company. By the way, these dolls also came with lots of accessories. I mean, lots. I think it's a lot. So they are kind of known for making, for still kind of affordable prices, really good quality toys. I already like said like, oh, actually this is kind of cool. She has real fabric clothes, etc. And she is kind of good quality. but it's actually nothing compared to what they used to have. For example, they come with a stand, you see it. Color matching, it's like really color coordinated, everything. She's in this full like mint green look, she's full on purple. And I'm gonna probably take her off the stand for now. Detail and eye makeup, detail and outfits. I mean, zipper, real sewn on, and you could use them like pockets. Different materials. Here we've got some pleather, it's a jersey with a print on the top. Then we have patches all over this jacket, even at the back. We have real like details like drawstrings. This is a real drawstring. Can you see it? It ruffles up. Also in the bottom. Then she has socks. She has shoes. These shoes have laces that look like, you know, plugs, electric plugs. These details, I don't know how they can do it for this price point. I mean, it's not a cheap doll. It's like I paid 37 euro per doll. But the Barbie Extra also cost around that. Maybe she was more a 29 one, because they have sometimes different price points. I don't actually remember how much she was. But that's not $100 doll. This quality you wouldn't probably even be getting from Mattel with collector dolls, which are over 100 or something. Hair-wise, really nice hair quality. It was really crunchy because she had lots of like styling product in it. She still has here, but I mean, I kind of brushed it out because, you know what, they come with a comb and it's a good one. You can really use that one. The Barbie Extra doesn't come with any like comb or brush. She has like even these small patches. They are real patches. They are patched on. I mean, at least stuck on. And her whole theming, I mean, she is like space alien themed. She might even be an alien because she's got this like face color. Can you even see? I don't know if you can really see that. She also has these, you know, little dots here. The way her eyes are painted, it's glittery, inset glass eyes, real lashes, like 3D rooted. Baby hairs that are not just painted, but they are like sculpted. Huge ray gun earrings. She has like, here it says shadow for shadow high. Here it says Novi Stars. Novi Stars was an older MGA doll line that like the characters were aliens. She also has a Novi Stars t-shirt. And her mobile phone. I mean, look at these accessories. And this is not just one thing. The mobile phone can be taken out of the cover. There's Novi Stars on it. So either she is an alien, in my opinion, and has communicated with the Novi Stars back then, or she's just a huge fan of Novi Stars and wants to be an alien. That's why she looks like that. I mean, look at the detail on the shoes. This is a cutout. And they have good articulation. So double joint or whatever this is called here. Oops. No articulation, I think, at the ankle, but I mean, it's not that needed. No waist articulation, I think. No butt. Arms. Wrist. And elbow. And she's so beautiful. Her hairstyle, she has glitter hair. I know a lot of collectors don't like glitter hair. I really loved it. So she's so high quality. And why did I want her? Why did I actually fall in love with them? Because they look like aliens. I'm a Star Wars fan. I like everything that looks kind of more fantasy alien-esque than normal people just I mean, I said it. These to me look a little bit like aliens. This is the galaxy far, far away, Star Wars. And, you know, I mean, she could totally go with Baby Yoda, like little Grogu here. Don't they? Don't they really match? Not fully, but or with these guys. I don't know if they're meant to be aliens or just the little elves from a couple of years ago. I mean, you can maybe see that why I kind of wanted her. By the way, the only like monster high that I ever picked up, she is also the same. She also has this like skin color, so it's kind of obvious that I wanted this doll. Even this is the color. I mean, I don't know, is this kind of my favorite toy color? Maybe. The accessories of this one, I mean, I don't fully understand why they have a hanger and like two hangers, because this is the first line of Rainbow High Rainbow Shadow High dolls that don't come with a like second outfit. They kind of cheapened it out there, but maybe it's just because all of the rest of their fashion has really, really a lot of details. If they would have the second outfit, I would understand these. This way I don't understand them. But you've already seen her mobile phone. Then she has a laptop with stickers on it. It opens up. There's another sticker. Again, Novi stars. Or you're like Commander. So she is fully space themed. This looks like the NASA sign here. By the way, I actually didn't even say her name. Let me show you the box again. No, that's not her. Because I actually already forgot. Zoe or Zoe Electra. Zoe Electra. So, Zoe Electra. And I'm obsessed. I'm not sure if I want to put her with my other like vintage and other newer whatever toys in my like living room, or if I maybe even want to put her with my Star Wars in my like bedroom. Like for example, I don't know, does she go well together with Ahsoka? Not really. And she's obviously way too big for any of my other Star Wars stuff. I mean, as I said, this is the Star Wars scale I have, but I have also like Funko Pops. I don't know, maybe she can go more there, or both of them. You know the spiel. She does not totally look like an alien, but like she has purple skin. And again, you cannot just stand on one foot, so I took both of them. High quality again. She has micro braids in different colors, so they're the blue ones and these purpley black, light purple ones. Baby hairs sculpted, crazy eye makeup, wonderful glittery earrings. And this dress, I mean, they're all meant to be fashion students, right? Or at least some kind of designing. Does not always be fashion, but both of them, they are like have a fashion focus, whatever this is called. Look at this dress. How many layers does it have? There's this dark thing. 1, 2, 3 layers of different fabrics. I think even this is more than one layer. Yeah, this is multiple layers. There's even a tulle in between. I cannot really show you, but there's another layer. She has the belt there. She has cool necklace that looks like, I think, snakes maybe, or dragons. Shoes. She has these gloves. She also comes with a mobile phone. And she is also just wonderful, by the way. Her head is also on the ball joint, so she can look down, up. She is really like secure on her stand, I think. The other one not so much, because, well, the other one obviously has the big puffer jacket. so it's more difficult. But these stands are okay, I think. So not gonna spend so much time on her because you've seen the other one in terms of like the articulation. It's the same. You have sack. So can obviously also swivel. She could even put her phone, I think, to her head, right? Yeah, almost. So this phone is not permanently on, by the way. It has this teeny tiny little thing to put it around her thumb, which is a gorgeous idea, and it stays on really well. Her accessories. She also has a comb, not really needed with her hair, but yeah. She has makeup, which I don't know. I prefer like this laptop, for example, but yeah, I'm not really here for accessories anyways, but this is the makeup palette, and it has a real mirror. And I mean a real mirror. It looks like a shiny, glittery makeup. It has these super tiny makeup brushes. The only thing is I don't know where to store them because they don't come with bags or something that I could put them in. And a little lip gloss, or no, it's probably even like just a lipstick. It even can open like I know that for this price point this is something that Mattel could never pull off, and I don't know how MGA does it. I'm really questioning, like, are they not paying their workers like even the minimum wage or something? Are they just like or how can they afford it? And for example, a huge toy company like Mattel can't? Or is Mattel just super greedy? And I don't understand it. I have really, like, I would really like to know. But this is also something why I'm like, it's okay to have a couple of new toys like these, although I'm actually a vintage collector, because it's also toy history. I'm 100% sure, together with also the LOL line, they will stay relevant. They are beloved by children as well as adult collectors. Quality-wise, like, next level. I don't know. And if I don't want them, and I keep all of the little accessories, I'm probably be able to sell them again in 10 years or in 20 years or even in 5 years. Who knows whatsoever. I don't want to sell them right now, but I see definitely them holding their value, if not in 30 years when they are vintage and I have all of these tiny accessories, then they're probably worth a lot, I guess. But for now, I wanted to have them. So Zoe Electra, and I already forgot her name because I'm stupid, but Monique Verbena. Verbena? Is this actually a flower or something? I don't know. Or a tea? Yeah, okay. So there we have it. That's my, like, little bit haul, show off, whatever explanation of these modern toys that I picked up. Barbie, Masters of the Universe, Star Wars, Rainbow High, Shadow High. Actually, all of these toy lines here are ones that were not currently invented. Barbie is running for, since 1959. Masters of the Universe is a toy brand running since 1982. Star Wars since 1977, and only these are actually like really a new toy line, but these are like new iterations, and every one of them has a little bit of a different like reason for me buying it. I'm not like getting hugely like into collecting new toys. These are more like exceptions, and I happen to get them around the same time, so I put them in one video. I hope you didn't mind, and maybe also like understood my reasoning of like picking them up. Although I'm actually not really buying new toys, and I'm also not really into reproductions if they don't offer anything new, or if I can't like have the like original one. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it nevertheless, although it's not vintage stuff here. So if you enjoyed this, then why not give it a thumbs up? Tell me anything you want in the comments down below. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. See you real soon, and may the toys be with you. Bye!